Somebody was screaming at the TV, like I said, with what I was trying to come up with. Okay, want to take it a little different direction to start off this little weathercast here. Let's talk about the tropics, because we had, Hurricane Idalia earlier, or last week. That was kind of the most notable storm so far this season, because obviously made landfall in Florida. Obviously did some damage to that part of the country and moved up through the Carolinas, bringing rain and gusty winds that way. But we got a new one out in the Atlantic right now. Middle Atlantic, this massive swirling clouds right here is now Tropical Storm Lee, with wind speeds of 45 miles an hour, gusting to 60, moving off to the west-northwest at 16 miles an hour. It will intensify, and it will intensify pretty quickly, becoming a major hurricane as it moves north of the Caribbean islands there later on this week. Look at that, by Sunday afternoon, wind speeds of 145 miles an hour. Now, the projections for this one, at least kind of good news for the East Coast, because it's kind of concerning if it was carrying along that track. But the good news is a lot of the more long-term projections have it curving back out into the Atlantic, could threaten Bermuda, but we're a long ways out, so we need to keep an eye out on all options. But it does look like it may kind of move into that sweet spot between the Caribbean islands, then curving back out into the Atlantic and not having too terribly much issues for the east coast of the U.S. But we'll be keeping our eyes on it closely. That would be this weekend and into early next week. In the meantime, heat advisory in place. The heat will continue for us as we head through the rest of the week and into the upcoming weekend. Record heat potentially on the way. So tonight, warm and muggy and breezy, 81 for the low. Tomorrow, hot, humid and breezy. May actually have a few pop-up showers and storms around during the day tomorrow. Afternoon, evening hours, heat of the day kind of stuff, but most of you will stay dry. There's your record heat Thursday and Friday, 105, 107 on Friday. But some changes this weekend. Still going to be hot, some pop-up showers and storms, but next week things looking a lot better with some daily rain chances and those highs much closer to normal for that point in September.
Cannot wait for that. All right, thank you so much, Kyle.